to the Size 6 Chronicle, sugar-free, Elisa, whatever, I don't know how to describe it. So there's a book, which I probably should have had closer to me now, since I'm going to talk about it. Hold on. Here's a book. Sugar Blues by William Duffy. My finger. William Duffy. And my old trainer, the first person I worked with to, move from a size 20 down to a size 10, where I am right now, gave it to me very early on and when we started training. And I read part of it, but it really made a lot of sense to me in terms of the effect sugar has on your body. He told a very compelling story. The author told a very compelling story in the first chapter about his own negative experiences on sugar and having sort of a sugar addiction and stuff. And I don't consider myself a person who's ever really had a sugar addiction. I'm not really a fan of sweets. I like them, but it's not the thing I really go looking for. But it's incredible the amount of sugar that we have in our diets, in our modern diets, especially if you eat any processed foods or go out to eat, which most people do pretty regularly. The amount of sugar that we eat is extraordinary. And when I first started coming down in weight, the thing I needed to do was to eliminate excess sugar from my diet and be very aware and mindful of the amount of sugar I was eating. And so that led to eating out a lot less, which also saves money, and doing cooking, and so being sort of personally responsible for the food that I was eating and by preparing it for myself. So it worked. And I'd say for the last 3 years, since I've come down and stayed down, staying off sugar has been a critical element of that. I'd say that sugar has been creeping back into my diet the last few months a little bit too much. I've actually had the 3 most stressful things in life sort of go on for me in the last 3 months. A death, separation, divorce, and moving. I think those are the top 3, and I had them right on top of me. So part of what has happened in that period, I was training really hard, and if you saw the last episode, I made pretty excellent progress, and then I stopped. I needed to take a break. I was exhausted and tired of being sore all the time, and my head wasn't really there. After my dad passed, my head wasn't really in training hardcore the way it needs to be if you're going to get something out of it. So I took a break from training with my trainer and, really sort of let my body rest. Unfortunately, when you let your body rest, it will backslide like that. And I have to say, my eating was not particularly supporting positive progress. I was eating out. I was focused on I had relied on convenience foods to sort of survive this period, in particular since I moved out of my house and was transitioning. I've been traveling for work a lot as well. About a week every month I've been out of my house traveling and relying on hotels and restaurants much more than I normally would. So anyway, all that's coming to an end. We're settling back in, and what I'm doing is going back to sugar blues and cutting sugar back out of my diet. And it's the holiday season. I think that's another thing that sort of increased the amount of sugar that I would normally eat. So I'm writing a companion book, sort of chronicling my experience cutting sugar back out of my diet. So I'm right now a 10, and these are 10s, and they fit. They're not loose. but they're not tight. They're skinny jeans, so they fit. They're form-fitting. And you know, I guess we can reflect on where I am physically. Here comes the striptease, folks. So, and it's funny, I'm in a hotel. I'm in a bed and breakfast right now in Tucson, Arizona, and there's workers walking past the window, so I'm kind of behind the screen where they can't see me, but we'll see what they can see. They can get a free show, or they can fucking watch the video on YouTube, just like you do, I guess. So I'm excited, and I'm also looking forward to doing this for my son. So he's coming on the sugar-free express with me. My son is beautiful and gorgeous and big for his age, and tall and smart and wonderful, and a little bit too heavy in my opinion. Boobs coming under there. Sorry about that. So here's where I am. I'm probably about 7 or 8 pounds up from where I was about 2 months ago, the last time I did a video. I think that was probably August, September. Yeah, they are. And so, you know, I'm fatter, and I think I've lost muscle relative to, I know I've lost muscle relative to where I was when I had, excuse me, too much, it looked crooked on the video. It still look crooked. Crooked boobs. Maybe I just have, maybe my boobs are just crooked. Anyway, so I've put on fat and lost muscle relative to where I was, but it's good because I've also rethought sort of what I want to do with myself physically. I still want to bodybuild, and I love to train hard, and I'm going to do all that good stuff. I think the shape that I want, though, is not so hulking bodybuilder shape, but more of a lean and tight shape. I don't know if that's a competitive figure or not. Competing is, you know, I've been ambivalent about competing forever, so it's not so critical, but I know what I want to look like. And I think the goal, so I'm a 10 now, the next place I'm going is a 6. I'm a pair of size 6 jeans. I just hung them up in my bedroom at home, whipped them back out, and that's what we're going to do. And the goal is to be in them in 6 weeks. I don't know, we'll see. But I turn 41 in exactly 6 weeks from today, and we'll see what that looks like. I think being sugar-free and cycling carbohydrates and going back to training more diligently, which is starting back fairly soon, I think another week, and then I'll be back in the gym with my new trainer, will all facilitate that. We'll see. And keeping my mind in the right place for it is really the most important thing. The thought I'm having now is eat like a size 6 now. Not when you get there. Eat like one now. Anyway, so that's where we are. You know, it's not horrible. I look better than I did when I was a size 20. Whatever. But, you know, I want more. I want more. I'm greedy. I want more. So that's where we are. That's what we're doing. Look out for the book. I'll probably be posting excerpts on my Facebook page. You know, friend me up on Facebook. Join my business site, which is even more important, FitMind Radical Transformation Coaching. Go like that if you're on Facebook. Yeah, I'll see you next time. So I'll be reporting like I have been. I'm glad to be back with you guys. Bye.